Now, how did you get into comedy?
You know what's crazy? I got into comedy because it was like, shit, comedy has always been around me. You know what I mean? I was always making people laugh, always silly as hell at the job. So it's like, I tell people all the time, I was a comedian before I knew anything about comedy. So it's just like, it was just a natural selection. You know, it's like, if you can make these people laugh over here, you make the people laugh at work, you make the people laugh at school, go on stage and see if you can actually make these people laugh on purpose. So I challenged myself and I went on stage one night, me and my homeboy, and I just fell in love with it. It was instant. That first time it was just like the rush, getting off stage was like, shit, I gotta get back. And it's 10 years later and I still got that same rush to get back on stage, you know what I mean?
Now, what's your opinion of the state of comedy right now?
My opinion on the state of comedy is overlooked right now. There's so much talent in the comedy game that could transition over to the entertainment side of it. Because I feel like a lot of comedians are talented as hell, right? But they don't get no opportunities. So it's like, we got people who ready to be not just comedians, these are actors who could be the guy on a TV show, who could, you know what I mean? Like, they have way more weapons than just telling jokes. And it's just like, you know, with the black comedy, they give us like one black comedian every 5 years. We got Kevin now. But 5 years ago, we had Mike Epps. And then 5 years before him, we had Cat. You know what I mean? It's just like we only get one opportunity at a time. And so it's like, well, we vibing with this kind of comedy right now. All the comedians who don't fit this kind of comedy, y'all got to wait 5 years until we messing with that kind of comedy. So it's just, I just feel like it's not enough opportunities for a lot of the comedians on the black side of the comedy game.
What do you think can be done to fix that?
Well, if you think about some of the comedians who got popular over the last couple years, like just say for the last 10 years, like, cause you used to see comedians, I think like when rappers and musicians stopped using comedians for their sketches and for their little interludes and, you know, the little funny parts in the video, that kind of hurt the comedians also, because that was one of our venues that we could go through and, you know, kind of go around Hollywood to get mainstream exposure. So it's just a lot of things like that that's not around no more. It's only so many comedy clubs. It's only so many microphones, you know what I mean? Because there's so many people trying to do music and sing and rap. And so it's just like, it's a lot, but it's not a lot of exposure, you know what I mean? So that's what I think.
Now, what do you hate the most about comedy? What's your biggest pet peeve at this point?
The one thing I hate the most about comedy is people being unoriginal, man. That's the worst thing about it, because like I said, like as a comedian, you don't have a whole lot of exposure. So it's like if you come out and you create like a dope ass joke, you only got a certain amount of time before like the predators start coming and making copies of your good ass joke. And I think the game is so fucked up right now because they don't even have the courtesy to let you eat right now. Let that man cook. If this dude come out with the dopest joke about having on a black hat, you don't fucking need a black hat joke. You need to try to find something else. You know what I mean? Like, stay in your lane. Let people rock, man. That's what's wrong with the game.